My dad basically came to me and was like, hey, the 16 years that I've been housing you for free, I want you to pay me back for that. Me and my dad and my brother, we spent probably 2 years building their house start to finish. We had never done anything like that before. And then while I was building that house, I was working in a factory. And I was like, I hate working in a factory, but I do like working outside. As soon as we finished that house, I joined a concrete company. And then I found out that you could subcontract. Why am I working as an employee when other people are subcontracting? So I got a GST number, started my own business. I'm in my early 20s. Then I worked on the tools for like 15 years after that and built up my company to at our peak, we had about 12 employees. We were doing cottage renovations, we're building fishing camps. So all the material is getting flown in. I love building beautiful projects. You walk away, the homeowners come in and they're blown away at what you've done. There's so much fulfillment in a job like that. What nobody tells you is that there's basically an expiry date, of how long your body can do that for. In the later years, my body was really deteriorating, and then I blew out my back. So every day I would basically spend 30 minutes stretching out my back, and then I would lay in the back seat of my truck and my employees would drive us to site, which is a couple hours away. I was just this is what I have to do. I've been doing this my whole life. I'm just gonna muscle through. And my back just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And then I just sat there and I was like, I'm 37 years old. This is all I've ever done my entire life. What am I gonna do now? I don't even have high school, so I don't have a college degree. So I was just thinking in really simple terms, problem solution. What are the biggest problems that the construction industry has? What are the things that pissed me off? And then I started talking to my friends who were contractors and I was like, do you guys have the same problems? They're like, yeah. So I found out very quickly, everyone has the same problems. And I was like, I know exactly who my customer is. It's a small construction company, just like what I was. And I know there's a lot of us out there. When we started this, I was like, I want a time tracking app that you never have to use. And that was kind of the slogan. So when I would start hiring our developers, I'm like, it's great that we're building all this, but let's automate it. Let's do everything we can so that they never have to use the app. We got it to the point where you would create a company, you'd add your employees, and you would add a project, and then that's all you had to do. You would never have to ever clock in or clock out. It tracks everything, and it was perfect, we did it. That's basically how we got going in Construction Club.